Hello, welcome to today's vlog. We're in a slightly different location. We are actually at my desk, which is where I normally set up for filming videos, but it's because it is 3 o'clock or just before 3 and I'm just about to go to work, and I find that when I'm filming these just before work, the light over there is just so bright. So I have just moved my makeup over here. What do I need? My sunscreen. So yeah, I just thought I would do it a little bit later today. This morning I went to the gym, which was really good because Nikki is back. My friend Nikki is back from Bali. So that was really good to catch up with her. And then I got back at like 7 a.m. because I left really on time. This is just my sunscreen I'm putting on. It's getting really hot here. Like, I know I'm wearing this, but you can hear, like, I don't know if it's the crickets or what it is, but it sounds hot. I'm so excited about summer. Anyway, I also just have my mirror set up just behind here. I feel like the camera's a bit wonky, but I couldn't figure it out, so sorry about that. Yeah, so I got home at like 7. I was like, sweet. Just to know that I had, like, it just felt like the day was going to be on my side. So I, what did I do? Had breakfast, read The Alchemist, which I feel like I'm going to finish it tomorrow. Just based on where I'm up to. Just try this a bit. I've got not much left, so I'm hoping to finish that tomorrow. So I read that, and then I did some stream of consciousness journaling, not with anything particular in mind this time, really just to, like I'm trying to do it in the mornings just to really get anything that's on my mind that I'm not even aware of is on my mind onto the page, so that I can kind of like get it out of my mind, even though it obviously doesn't stop you thinking about it, but I find it helps to write it down, and often I haven't even realized what I'm thinking about until I've written it down. It does definitely also make a difference to write it down instead of doing it on like a computer, typing it out, though there is a really good website called 750 Words, which is for journaling, and I have used it in the past for this kind of stream of consciousness journaling. It also keeps track of how fast you're typing, which is a really good incentive to like actually type as quickly as possible. I just felt a bit sore there, but can't feel it again. And yeah, so I just find writing by hand is a lot better. So I wrote that down, and I was actually doing it about a decision. Like that was what was on the top of my mind when I did it, about a decision that I was wanting to make that I actually did end up making today. I need my brush. So that decision was whether, oopsie, it's going to be a bit messy doing this over here, whether or not I should invest in Brooke Castillo's self-coaching scholars course. And I've spoken about that, about Brooke Castillo, like I swear, in every time I open my mouth, every time I write a blog post, like it all comes back to her, just because she is probably the person that really helped increase my self-awareness by a huge amount. She introduced me to the idea that that your thoughts create your feelings create your actions, and your actions create your results, which is something I'd never actually been aware of, and it's made such a difference in my life, because once you realize that, let me just sort this lighting out. No, not gonna fix. Once you realize that everything you're feeling and everything you're doing comes back to a thought, and not only that, but that you're in control of your thoughts, like your whole life changes. And it's still very hard to manage thoughts, and that takes a lot of practice and a lot of work, which is why personal development and improving yourself is never really finished. You're always learning and growing, but you can definitely make big leaps and bounds if you put time and effort into it. So she has a training, or it's what is this? Sorry, my phone's just telling me how long it'll take to get to work, and that I have to leave quite soon. I'm trying to do my eyebrows this way today because my brow wiz ran out, as you will know if you were watching this yesterday, and I was just not happy with my brows, but now I'm not happy with this. So Brooke has a program that's a monthly, I don't know how to describe it. You're like self-coaching, but she's your coach. You're like self-coaching coach. So self-coaching is, as it sounds, when you're coaching yourself and coaching yourself through things. And I think it's so underrated, and I wish we had learned that in high school. I don't know about you, or even primary school, but I never learned how to manage my mind. What I learned in school was the way to change like your experience was to change your actions, like from the action level, or to change the circumstance, but never that like I could actually change everything I wanted just by managing my own thoughts. So yeah, she taught me that, and her self-coaching scholars is like basically like I learned everything I have to date from her through her podcast, which is what I always talk about, which is completely free, and I've probably listened to it like a million times. I know I've listened to at least every episode. I listened to every episode at least 3 times. I can't sort my eyebrows out today, oh my god. And so she's been talking this whole year about this self-coaching scholars program, and I hadn't actually had one thought to invest in it until yesterday. There was just an email about it, and I was like thinking to myself like, well, I'm trying to do this 365 days of personal growth, and what better way to grow as a person than by becoming a coaching client, essentially, of my favorite coach. And I'm still going to be doing coaching with my coach Kit, who's here in Brisbane, but I only see him for an hour each week, and where he's mainly like keeping me accountable, helping me grow my business. Like there's a lot of things that I do want to work on that we just don't have the time or capacity to cover in that hour. And her thing is it's $297 US per month. So when I was like dividing that into weeks, if I commit the time that I want to commit to it, it's going to work out like very cheap per hour. I'm basically just planning to do at least an hour, to do an hour every day. I just finished doing my first hour right before this because I did decide to sign up. I was a little hesitant, and this is what I was journaling about this morning, that, sorry about this light situation. Oh my god, I'm not being into the way I look the last few days at all. Anyway, yeah, I was just thinking like, if I'm doing this 365 days, like I don't want it to just become, this door's gonna make a bit of noise, can you hear it? I don't want this to just become me talking about doing her training, but then when I was doing some stream of consciousness journaling this morning, I realized that there's a lot of stuff I will be doing that doesn't involve her training. And I also want to talk about like that I have invested in this training as well as a coach. It's month to month, so if it doesn't work out I can always cancel it. But I was like, well, what am I waiting for? Like, I don't know, I just felt like it seems to make so much sense, and she already has taught me so much, and I know that if I'm paying for it as well, I will be really committed to putting it all into practice. Let me just do this. So yeah, that was what I was doing earlier. I actually just spent the morning setting up all these videos that I'd filmed onto YouTube and scheduling them, and I didn't quite get them all done. It's just a bit slow to upload to YouTube, a few of them, but I stopped myself at 2:00 so I would have time to enroll in the training and to do the first hour. I might talk about this a bit more tomorrow since I have to go in a minute. But I'm starting by doing the money training that she has about money, so I might talk about money mindset tomorrow. I just feel like as a businesswoman, and just for my personal life as well, like I want to feel really in control of money and abundant and have that mindset, and I don't feel like I do, and I'm at the point where like I have all the intellectual beliefs that I need to have. Like at an intellectual level, I don't believe that rich people are greedy. I don't believe that money is hard, like intellectually, but my actions are telling me and my results are telling me that I still believe money is hard, or I don't know, that's what I've been trying to work on, uncovering like what exactly my beliefs are, because your beliefs, I need to put some sunblock on, your beliefs create your thoughts, which create your feelings, which creates your actions. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Really hurt. So yeah, like even if you have a belief or a thought, unless it's actually generating a feeling, which only happens when you believe that thought, it won't actually create a result. And the good news is that a belief is just a thought you've had over and over again, so you can change them. And if you think about your life, you will have had beliefs that have changed over time, and it's just because you've had a new thought enough times or an experience that made you just see that your old thought, like you just couldn't have it anymore. But you can change thoughts, and I really want to make sure that my thoughts around money are in order, because even though I've read the books and I can talk about it all I want from an intellectual standpoint, I feel like from an action standpoint and result standpoint, it's not where I want it to be. I just want to feel like I'm really in control of money. I'm not ever overspending or anything like that. And I'm so confident that doing this training will sort that out. Well, not sort that out, but will help me grow and get clear on my mindset and improve my self-awareness around my money beliefs and all of that. So yeah, I'm really excited to be doing it. That are like live coaching calls with Brooke, and I have just been following her for like, that sounds like a stalker, but it probably is nearly that. No, it's not. But I have been following her work and her teachings closely for the last 2 years, so to actually get to interact with her, and you can email her at any time and she'll reply and all of that. So I'm really, really excited now. I just feel like I need to put some blush on. And so yeah, I was also thinking yesterday, like, it's like 300 for me at the current exchange rate. It's about 360 a month, which is about 90 a week. And I was kind of like, like I'm already spending money on my normal coaching, which is around the same price as that. I spend money on the gym. Like, I don't want to overextend myself, but then at the same time, it's like, well, like this is an investment in my personal growth. If it doesn't work out, I can cancel it. Drop my highlighter before I forgot to pick it up. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that along with coaching, along with the other reading that I've been doing. And yeah, I'm going to be sharing, like, not the content necessarily or anything like that, but just like I guess it's more so my interpretation, like what I'm currently working on, what I'm discovering about myself, all of that kind of stuff. Like I never want to share like Brooke's course without, like I'm not going to be doing that obviously, but I can share my experiences and what I learned from doing that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll leave you a link below to what I've just signed up for if you want to join me in there, or you want any details. I'm not affiliated with her in any way except that now I'm one of her clients, but I'm just sharing what I'm personally doing. So if you're interested in also checking it out and looking for someone, looking for a way to invest in your personal development, I think this is a really good way, at least for me, my current circumstances and what I want to achieve. I know it's going to help me get there. Like the benefits and the growth that I've experienced just from her free stuff is amazing. So I'm really, really excited. Okay, I better go to work, but I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.